Shalom. Shalom and welcome. This is From Four Corners, a reflection of Isaiah 11th chapter, 12th verse. It is a series of messages to those who seek to do the will of the Almighty Father, those who come to accept that it is Yahusha that is our Messiah, or as some may say, our Mashyach, knowing that no man can come unto the Father except by the sacrifice and resurrected one that we know as Yahusha, our Messiah. This message is to you, whom I consider my brothers and sisters. My name is Symmanayah, if you're tuning in for the first time, and today is June 18th, 2014. This segment of From Four Corners is entitled The Breaking Points. The Breaking Points. My brothers and sisters, we have taken much for granted. We have walked much of our lives thinking we are in total control without any outside influences at all. Believe it or not, our lives have been built on influence, whether it was through our parents or parent, guardian or guardians, the neighborhood, the community, schools, assembly places, employment, through television, radio, internet, or some other means. We have been influenced in many ways. Believe it or not, there are two major influences at odds with one another since the days of Adam and Eve: the Almighty Father Yahuah and Satan, the wicked one. If you can receive this, remember, my brothers and sisters, remember that our parent or guardian or guardians receive influence through various means as well, along their walk, along the journey in their prospective lives. Each of us comes to a point when we face an ultimate choice regarding our life, and the choice is to seek to worship the Almighty Creator and Father Yahuah, He that is most righteous, or face the dictates of the wicked one, Satan. There is no doubt that man broke fellowship with the Most High Father in the Garden of Eden. While there are differences as to whether or not that fellowship can be restored through Yahusha, Messiah, Mashyach, soon the doubt on this matter will be resolved. To those of us who accept Yahusha as Messiah or Mashyach, we have come to identify ourselves as the children of the Most High Father Yahuah, saved and restored into fellowship by Yahusha, Messiah, Yahusha, our Mashyach. It is you and I who I am compelled to address regarding the breaking points, or I could just say regarding deliverance. Come, let us consider the following words. Isaiah 11:12 says, "And he shall raise a banner for the nations, and gather the outcasts of Yasharal, and assemble the dispersed of Yehudah from the four corners of the earth." Isaiah 43:5-7 echoes the same sentiments of a final gathering, as do Jeremiah 23:3, which reads, "Therefore I shall gather the remnant of my flock out of all the lands where I have driven them, and shall bring them back to their fold, and they shall bear and increase." I ask you once again, have these prophecies been fulfilled? If you are one who believed they were fulfilled, could it or will it happen, or something similar to this, happen again in these last days? I, along with many others, are compelled to believe there will be a final exodus, and Yasharal will be gathered and led to a safe place during the Great Tribulation. If you are one who has come to expect these prophecies to be fulfilled in the last days, there are things to consider. Who is Yasharal? Some believe it is just the Hebrews, or Abri, by race. Some believe it's just the 144,000. with there being 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes of Yasharal as mentioned in Revelation 7th chapter. There are others who believe it will be the 144,000, but there will also be a great multitude from many nations, peoples, kindreds, tongues, grafted together as one in Yahusha, under the banner of Yasharal, and I am included in the ranks of that number who believe such. Though it is written that there will be a great multitude, it would be a remnant in comparison to the world population. If you took a moment to examine what is to come, it should not be difficult to realize there is much work ahead of us. Believers who truly desire to embrace a righteous life are all over the place. Yes, there are many different teachings, practices, and behaviors among us, each in contrast one to another, one against another in many ways. We have been bombarded with all types of words, terms, forms as a means to communicate with one another. In some cases, our languages are different across the globe. But if we are to come together as a body of one in Yahusha, again, I submit to you there is much work to accomplish. As I have stated in times past, what is written will come to be at the orders and commands of the Almighty Father Yahuah, through his set-apart spirit that he sent in Yahusha's name. The days of thinking we are our own bosses without any outside influence will come to an end. We will either begin to rise up in righteousness as led by the Spirit of Yahusha, or we will tumble into unbelief and rebellion. It will be wise for us to choose our steps wisely as we proceed forward. Words like orders, commands, laws, submission, leadership, obedience, and more, they come with resistance because all too often they may cause us to be uncomfortable with accepting them. Let's admit there are times in our lives where we hear something, and whether it is righteous or not, for some reason we tend to kick against it merely because the way the person said it or delivered it to us. It may even be hard to accept because we don't like the person, or the individual delivering the message from the Spirit of Yahusha is a stranger of whom we just don't know or are leery or skeptical about trusting. My brothers and sisters, end times are unfolding. We will soon discover that the world does not revolve around us as an individual. The world does not function based off of our preferences. We will soon see there are things expected of us which will come to reflect us submitting to the orders and commands from the Spirit of Yahusha. It is He that is our teacher and Messiah and Mashyach, who will guide us directly in spirit or by working in us one towards another, or through his chosen leaders or sent messengers. Given that we are so divided on so many fronts, it would be wise to realize refinement is coming. I submit to you, as end-time prophecies become intense, we will find ourselves facing reproof and discipline like never before. It will be a time of tremendous humbling among the children of obedience, and we will be fitly joined together as guided by the Spirit of Yahusha. We will witness the breaking points. Yes, we will witness facing the breaking points that will lead us to deliverance from the strongholds that cause us to be stiff-necked, stubborn, and rebellious. We will be delivered, my brothers and sisters. End times bring severe drought, fresh water shortages, famine. No water means little to no food, so famine, food shortages. A rise in pestilence and disease. These conditions are enlarging as this message is presented, and we will come to accept that global warming and climate change have spawned these conditions due to man's greed and neglect for the planet and physical life. Given what is unfolding and the need for us to become united in the wake of being stiff-necked and persistently stubborn, or for some reason overly confident but confidently wrong, we will witness facing the breaking points necessary for fulfilling what is written. Allow me to present the following. Revelation 3:19, as many as I love, I reprove and discipline, so be ardent and repent. Proverbs 3:11 and 12, my son, do not despise the discipline of Yahuah, and do not loathe his reproof. For whom Yahuah loves, he reproves, as a father the son whom he delights in. Hebrews 12, chapter, verses 5 through 11. And you have forgotten the appeal which speaks to you as to sons. My son, do not despise the discipline of Yahuah, nor faint when you are reproved by him. For whom Yahuah loves, he disciplines and flogs every son whom he receives. If you endure discipline, Elohim is treating you as sons. For what son is there whom a father does not discipline? But if you are without discipline, of which all have become sharers, then you are illegitimate and not sons. Moreover, we indeed had fathers of our flesh disciplining us, and we paid them respect. Shall we not rather be subject to the Father of spirits and live? For they indeed discipline us for a few days as seemed best to them, but he does it for our profit, so that we might share his apartness. And indeed, no discipline seems pleasant at the time, but grievous. But afterwards it yields the peaceful fruit of righteousness to those who have been trained by it. My brothers and sisters, who is able to confidently determine what methods the Most High Father will use to discipline us? Who can discern whether the Most High will choose to be merciful, or will his discipline lead to death? Search the scriptures and you will find an array of methods, ways, and means in which the Most High Father Yahuah established order, submission, and obedience. I strongly encourage each and every one of us to begin getting our house in order. End times will be fierce, and we will discover that we have little time left, and that it's necessary to come away from being slothful and lazy. End times are here, my brothers and sisters. It is time to begin pursuing righteousness with a fervor. End times will prove to be a time of becoming humbled. We will, no doubt, become mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally weakened as end time conditions and events become intense. In our weakness, we will face the breaking points necessary for bringing us into obedience, into compliance to the orders and commands from the Most High. We will witness the breaking points. We will witness the Spirit of Yahusha rise within us. Yes, it will be a time where we will experience some pain, some heartache, some regret, some disappointments, and much more. There will be those who will rejoice at the presence of the Spirit of Yahusha quicker than others, and there will be those among us who will come to receive with gladness the fulfillment of promises made by our Almighty Father. Pray, my brothers and sisters. Study. Pray some more. Ask questions. Seek and make every attempt to establish a ready mind, body, and soul to respond with precision as the Spirit of Yahusha rises among the ranks of those who are used by him. It will be wise to realize many will not get a second chance to get it right. The time is now to realize the breaking points are coming. The Most High Father Yahuah knows what it will take to structure his children and bring us into obedience. He knows the breaking points, my brothers and sisters. The 144,000 in multitude, along with those who will be martyrs for the sake of Yahusha Messiah, we will come to identify with being freed from the breaking points in order to fulfill what is stated in scriptures. Be encouraged, my brothers and sisters. Remember, this is a plan created by the Ancient of Days. He does not and will not be asking our permission to fulfill his word. The Spirit of Yahusha is alive and well. We will come to discover his presence among us, one towards another. We will witness his chosen leaders emerge, or there will be his sent messengers among us, directing our footsteps, as so ordered by him. My brothers and sisters, do not fear or resist the words like orders, commands, laws, submit, submission, leaders, leadership, obedience. These words and many more will be functional. We will be delivered as we face the breaking points. We will be delivered as directed and so ordered by the Spirit of Yahusha. We will face the discipline of the Most High. We will be refined and perfected with each passing day. Until next time, my brothers and sisters, continue to press forward. Continue to seek to discern and understand what must and will be done in the coming foreseeable future. Until next time, I invite you to continue to tune in to this series from Four Corners, as I believe I am compelled to present. Until next time, my brothers and sisters, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom.